Hello guys, Nemox here, and today we are diving into What If Naruto Was an Uchiha Part 11. Before I start, remember to like and subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications so you get notified when the next video comes out. Also, follow my Instagram at NemoxYT to participate in future polls or to just ask me some fanfiction related questions. Now that the announcements are done, let's get started. That night, after leaving Ichiraku Ramen, Naruto and Sasuke rushed back to the Uchiha compound, both momentarily forgetting about the massacre and excited about dining and dashing on the third Hokage. Sadly, this excitement didn't last long, as once the two Uchihas passed the Uchiha compound gates, all the emotions from the sad memories reappeared in their mind. Now, not as excited as before, Naruto and Sasuke's run became a jog as they headed towards their home. When the two arrived home, little words were exchanged between them. Naruto and Sasuke both went straight to showering and teeth brushing before going to bed, saying a weak goodnight to each other before falling asleep. During the night, Naruto and Sasuke weren't having a great time. Both of them dreamed about the Uchiha massacre. Naruto in his dream saw the gruesome scenes of his parents' death over and over, while Sasuke in his dream witnessed Itachi going from home to home, killing off each and every member of the clan. In their minds, both Naruto and Sasuke tried to escape from their horrible nightmares, but to their horror, both were forced to continue and re-watch the scenes. After around the 10th repeat of the same dream, the two Uchihas have already become emotionally numb. The earlier unparalleled pain they felt when witnessing the massacre have now turned into nothing more than just a sad memory. The scenes of death and murder of their family and clan are now just labeled as unfortunate in the minds of Naruto and Sasuke. Next morning, 6 a.m. Finally waking up, Naruto and Sasuke shot up from their beds, both completely drenched in sweat. Noticing this, they quickly went to take a shower. During the shower, both brothers wanted to share and talk about their feelings, but then the thought of them being the only family left for the other changed their minds. Knowing that they only had each other left, both Naruto and Sasuke wanted to act strong. They both wanted the other person to be able to rely on them, so subconsciously, they both agreed to lock their feelings away and put on a normal and strong facade for the other. After finishing their showers and re-evaluating their emotions, both Uchihas brushed their teeth and packed their bags. Finished with their usual preparations, Naruto and Sasuke descended to the first floor, getting ready to cook. Exchanging only simple glances, Naruto and Sasuke were able to create a plan and subconsciously assign each other different jobs. While Naruto was organizing the pots and pans, Sasuke rummaged through the fridge searching for what usable ingredients were left. Naruto, it seems we've been out for quite some time. Most of our fresh ingredients have already gone stale. We will need to go grocery shopping after school today, says Sasuke, scanning the abnormally empty fridge. Okay, replies Naruto, giving a quick peek at the open fridge, also noticing how empty it was. At this thought, both Naruto and Sasuke remembered the fun times they had when their mother would bring groceries home. Whenever Mikoto arrived home with new bought groceries, Naruto and Sasuke would always volunteer to help organize them in the fridge. They recalled the times where they would first rummage through the bags to find their favorite snacks and sneakily store them in their rooms, then eventually be exposed by Itachi, telling them those are for sharing. The old memories of the family together rushed into Naruto and Sasuke's minds, nearly bring them to tears, until both of them remembered their self-resolution not long ago about staying strong for the other person. Pushing this emotion back, both Naruto and Sasuke acted as nothing happened and continued with making their breakfast. For the next few minutes, the two Uchihas worked together to prepare a basic meal of fried rice with egg, along with a few steamed sprouts. Their ingredients were limited, so preparing their lunch wasn't an option. After dividing the portions of food, Naruto and Sasuke quickly finished their lunch and looked at the time. Hey Sasuke, it seems we woke up really early today. It's only 6:45 right now. We still have around 2 hours until school starts. Wanna go train? Asks Naruto as he gets up from his seat. You're right, Sasuke replies. Let's go train. We need to get much stronger, adds Sasuke, also getting up from his seat. Great, we should take our bags with us as well as a change of clothes. We'll go straight to school after this training session, says Naruto, already on his way up to pick up his school bag. Sasuke, You should just clear the table and I'll grab your things for you, adds Naruto. Got it, replies Sasuke in the motion of clearing the table. At the academy, Naruto and Sasuke, after the 2-hour-long training session, change into a new set of clothes before arriving at school. Entering the building, the two Uchihas quickly rush through the long hallways to arrive at Class E5. As they walked into the classroom, a huge eruption of noise came from the fangirls. Naruto and Sasuke are back! We missed you! Screams all the fangirls in the room, all of which are extending their hands wanting to just grab the two Uchihas to them. Welcome back, Naruto and Sasuke, says Iruka-sensei as he follows the two boys to their seats. After observing that the two boys are acting relatively normal sitting back into their seats, Iruka-sensei felt assured and decided to start teaching the class. Okay, class, today we will be learning the Will of Fire, announces Iruka, writing down the lesson on the board. For the rest of the day, Naruto and Sasuke will listen intently to the class like normal, but stay completely silent, only making small nods at Iruka's teaching points while noting them down. This worried Shikamaru, Kiba, and Choji, who sat beside them, as they knew at least Naruto would have made some funny comment by now. Something was wrong with Naruto and Sasuke, but seeing how focused both of them were on the lesson, the trio of worried friends decided to not disturb them, at least not until the class ended. Note, the events of the Uchiha massacre have not been revealed to the public yet, as the causes were still unknown until last night when Naruto and Sasuke had the conversation with the third Hokage. Because of this, the Anbu and the council officials did not publicize the information. Yet. 2:30 at the cafeteria. After a few hours of class, it was finally lunchtime. Once the bell rang, every student rushed out of their classroom to get their lunch and enter the cafeteria. In the cafeteria, the students would sit down with their friends, eat, and talk about fun things. This was the time to relax. Unsurprisingly though, Naruto and Sasuke on the other hand just sat quietly at their seats as they did not prepare lunch. I'm so hungry. We shouldn't have gone training. We should have just gone and bought something for lunch. And now because of training, I'm even more hungry, screams Naruto over his growling stomach. I guess you're right, Naruto. We really need to start better organizing our time, replies Sasuke, moving his hand around his stomach, attempting to lighten the hunger. Growl. I would literally eat anything now. I'm so hungry, complains Naruto, with his chin laid against the table. Well, I mean, if we are fast enough, we can go to a shop and buy something to eat. I brought some spare change, suggests Sasuke. You think I have the energy to walk? I barely have the energy to move, replies Naruto. Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't have energy either. We just need to hold on for a little longer. After lunch, we can crawl somewhere to buy food, adds Sasuke. During the two Uchihas' conversation, Choji, Shikamaru, and Kiba walked over to their table and sat down beside them with their lunch. Yo, Naruto and Sasuke, I saw you guys just sitting here doing nothing. What's that about? You guys forgot your lunches, didn't you? Asks Kiba, which Naruto and Sasuke hesitantly replies with a nod of their head. Here, you can have my lunch. I'm not hungry anyway, adds Shikamaru, sliding over his lunch to Naruto and Sasuke. You could have some of mine as well, suggests Kiba, sitting on the side opposite of the two Uchihas. Yeah, I could share as well. I always have extra food, adds Choji, taking the seat beside Kiba. Thank you guys! You're all the best! Examines Naruto aloud as he grabs a pair of chopsticks ready to dig in. Thanks for the food. I'm starving, says Sasuke, stuffing his own face just as much as Naruto was stuffing his. Now, as you two eat, we just wanted to ask why you guys missed school for the past 2 days. Are you guys okay? We noticed you two seem to be feeling down, and as friends, we can help you, asks Shikamaru. At the sound of this question, Naruto stopped eating and looked at Sasuke, whose mouth twitched but seemed to be prepared for the question. Well, something happened back at home, and we needed to miss school for it. As for how we are feeling, you don't need to ask. We're both feeling great. Now, why don't we talk about something else? Says Sasuke, changing the subject. After hearing that Sasuke was able to explain the situation without revealing the actual reasons, Naruto felt comfortable eating again, and so did Sasuke. Shikamaru noticed this odd pause, and knew that there was more than what Sasuke was letting on, but decided to just let it go. He didn't want to pry any further, as he could see that Naruto and Sasuke were sensitive to the subject. Something big probably happened. If they don't want to talk about it, I guess I won't ask further. I'll just ask father about big events in the village when I go home, thinks Shikamaru, acting as if he was satisfied with Sasuke's answer. For the rest of the lunch period, the group of friends just ate and talked about things they wanted to do when they became a real ninja, and some other controversial topics floating around the village. After school, 3:35 near the grocery shop. After the lunch period ended, school continued as normal and soon came 3 p.m. At this time, Naruto and Sasuke immediately ran for the door. They rushed out of the academy and went straight back home, where they grabbed all the money the third Hokage gave them. With the money, Naruto and Sasuke then proceeded back to the main village in search for a place to buy groceries. After about 5 minutes of strolling and asking bystanders, Naruto and Sasuke finally found a place to shop. Oh my, this village is so big. Thank goodness we asked somebody for directions, or we'll never find this place, examines Naruto, looking up and down at the massive grocery place. For the next minute or two, Naruto and Sasuke simply admired the crowded building. Through the clear glass windows, the two Uchihas could see hundreds of different items, along with dozens of people inside picking the freshest fruits and vegetables. They both looked in awe as many families rushed in and out of the building. Come on, Naruto, let's go in. If we don't enter soon, all the fresh fruits and vegetables will be taken, reminds Sasuke, pulling Naruto along with him into the grocery shop. As the two boys rushed in, they came across a multitude of vegetables, fruits, snacks, meats, drinks, and more. Like everyone else, Naruto and Sasuke each took a plastic basket to hold their groceries and headed off. They went shopping aisle by aisle, each time filling one of their baskets by half. Every time they passed an aisle, Naruto and Sasuke got everything they needed in that category before moving on to the next. The two Uchihas obviously went for their favorites first, the meats, then moved on to the fruits, then vegetables, and ending their shopping with snacks and drinks. After gathering all the necessary foods, Naruto and Sasuke headed to the counter for checkout. They joined the quickest line where they would be the second party for checkout. Okay, that would be a total of $156.46, says the female cashier to the family of four in front of Naruto and Sasuke. Behind her were 4 baskets full of different groceries. Oh, Daddy, can I have a popsicle as well? Please, begs the youngest child, who seems to be no older than Naruto and Sasuke. Okay, dear, you're such a good boy. We should buy a whole box so your brothers and sisters at home can have some as well, adds the mother, lightly pushing her child towards the popsicle section. The kid, getting permission from his mother, ran over to the popsicle section and grabbed 2 boxes before rushing back to the cashier counter. Well then, your new total will be $170.55, says the female cashier lady, as the father pulls out his wallet, getting ready to pay. After handing over the money, the happy family of 4 walked out of the store, each holding a full basket of groceries with smiles on their faces. As the previous family left, Naruto and Sasuke walked over to the counter, handing over the groceries for checkout. While the lady was calculating the total, Sasuke said, Hey Naruto, want to get 2 popsicles as well? I'm fairly certain we have enough money, suggests Sasuke, counting the cash in his hands. Oh sure, I'll get it, replies Naruto. Hey, cashier lady, could you wait a bit? I'm going to get something else to buy, asks Naruto. No, I'm sorry, but when you come to the counter, you have to be ready to pay, replies the lady, giving Naruto the look. What? The family before us just did that? Refutes Sasuke with a shocked face. It's fine, Sasuke. We won't buy the popsicle. With this many groceries, we won't have the hands to eat it anyway. Plus, if we decided to take it home, it would have turned to water on the way, says Naruto, calming Sasuke down while subtly examining the cashier lady's face. You should be happy that you even get to shop here, mutters the cashier lady under her breath. That would be a total of $200, says the cashier, looking at the 2 boys. What? Why do our groceries cost more than the family before us? Our groceries are clearly less than the family before us, complained Sasuke, getting more angry. Hey kid, You either pay up or you get nothing, the cashier shouts fiercely, in the motion of taking the groceries away. Hey you! Sasuke, let's just pay the bill. We have enough money, Naruto cuts in. Fine, replies Sasuke, handing over the money, still infuriated about paying more. Seeing that the kids actually paid $100 extra, the cashier reluctantly hands back Naruto and Sasuke's groceries, all the while giving Naruto the look. Now quick, get out of line. You kids are holding up the people behind you. Shoo, 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 shouts the cashier, pointing to a non-existent line. After paying their required amount, Naruto and Sasuke picked up the bags of grocery and left the shop. Around half an hour of walking later, the two Uchihas finally arrived home. Entering the house, they put the bags of groceries on the ground and started organizing them in the fridge. One by one, Naruto and Sasuke relocated the freshly bought groceries into the fridge. After finally solving the empty fridge problem, the two Uchihas went upstairs to change into their training outfit in preparation for their daily training session. 4:30 at the Uchiha training grounds. Okay, so what are we gonna practice today? Maybe chakra control, shuriken accuracy? Asks Naruto, jumping around doing flips. Let's just warm up first, Naruto. We don't want to end up destroying our bodies before we even begin, answers Sasuke, looking at Naruto, who's extremely energetic. Yeah, I guess I forgot. Oops, replies Naruto as he starts jogging around. 3.5 hours later. After they finished warming up, Naruto and Sasuke began sparring bare hand with each other. One strike there, another over there. They continued this for around 2.5 hours, leaving them both extremely exhausted, resulting in them needing to stop and rest their bodies. After resting for a few minutes, Naruto and Sasuke started to train with their kunais and shurikens, throwing them at targets, throwing them at each other, and fighting each other with them. This continued for another hour or so until both of them decided it was time to pack up and go home. Phew, that was a great training session. I can already feel myself getting stronger, says Naruto, with his hands behind his head while walking home with Sasuke. Although I'm still not as strong as Itachi, I have to get stronger, thinks Naruto. Yeah, we probably have gotten better, adds Sasuke, with a smile. But not strong enough, says Sasuke to himself. After arriving at their home, the two boys started making dinner. They opened the fridge and decided to cook up something big, something that will satisfy their hunger as a result from their hard training session. Looking through the fridge, Naruto and Sasuke simultaneously noticed the bluefin tuna that they bought on sale today. Without hesitation, the two boys took the fish out along with some supplementary vegetables. Okay, let's make some grilled fish for tonight's dinner along with some vegetables, Naruto suggests. Sure, that sounds like a great idea, but don't forget the rice, adds Sasuke, still admiring the A-class bluefin tuna. 25 minutes later. Naruto, what were you thinking? You burnt it! Screams Sasuke, holding his head, not believing such a great ingredient is now ruined. What? It was your idea! Don't try to blame the blame on me! You were the one saying how it'd be so much faster and more efficient if we used the fire-style jutsu, shouts Naruto as he's pointing at the pile of ash which was previously an A-quality bluefin tuna. Hey, my idea would have worked if you actually listened and controlled your flames like I told you to, yells Sasuke, waving his arms around like a crazy person. Oh no, you told me no such thing. Also, I did control the flames. If I didn't, the house would have burned down by now. Naruto shouts back, That's not what I meant! Yells Sasuke. Sometime later at Ichiraku Ramen. We should have just done this from the beginning. Then we wouldn't have wasted such a good piece of tuna, says Sasuke as he finishes his bowl. Yeah, we should have, agrees Naruto as he stretches his body with his stomach completely full. Do you want to go to Lord Third's office after this? For some cooking advice? Sasuke suggests. Oh yeah, he did say if we needed any help, just go to him. Come on, let's go, says Naruto as he jumps out of his seat along with Sasuke, both of them heading to the Hokage's office. The Hokage Tower. After a confusing but intuitive run, Naruto and Sasuke finally arrive at the Hokage Tower, the tallest building in the whole village. Without any hesitation, Naruto and Sasuke walk right in and head to the top, where the third Hokage's office is located. Eventually, They arrived in the front of the third Hokage's office, and right as they were about to enter, unsurprisingly, the two Anbu guards guarding the entrance stopped them. "What are you two brats doing here?" questions one of the guards in a fierce tone. "We're here to see the third Hokage," Sasuke responds. "Go home, you damn brats," another guard says, pushing Naruto and Sasuke aside. "We don't have time to deal with things like you." "What was that?" Naruto shouts. "You wanna go?" "Damn brat, I'll take you on any day," the second guard shouts back. "What's causing all the ruckus?" "Oh, Naruto and Sasuke, huh? What are you two doing here? Do you need some help with something?" the third Hokage asks as he walks out of his office. "Lord Third, we can handle this. Please just go back and focus on the paperwork," the first guard insists. "Don't worry. Why don't you two continue working? They need to talk. Come on, Naruto and Sasuke. Follow me inside," says the third Hokage as he leads the two Uchihas into his office. Right after Naruto and Sasuke enters the third Hokage's office, the third Hokage started asking questions. "So, Naruto and Sasuke, what is it you need from me?" asks the third Hokage. "Well, we need some advice on cooking," Naruto says awkwardly. "Okay, let's just get over with this," says the third Hokage, pulling out a cookbook. 2 hours later. For the next while, the third Hokage began going through the cookbook and teaching Naruto and Sasuke about its contents. The third Hokage also taught the two some personal tricks and tips he acquired through his long years of experience. "And that's why you never add dry flour or cornstarch to hot liquid," the third Hokage ends with a tired voice. "Yeah, is that all?" asks Naruto, rubbing his eyes. "Yeah. Now hopefully this should let you two understand the basics of cooking. You know what? Here, just take the book, just in case you two forget anything and need to see the book again. Now, why don't you two go back home and take a nap? It's getting pretty late. I'm going to do the same," says the third Hokage, standing up and stretching his back from the long day of sitting. "Okay, bye Gramps," says Naruto and Sasuke as they leave the office and head home. After the 2-hour-long lecture on how to cook, Naruto and Sasuke trudged back home exhausted. Once they got home, Naruto and Sasuke were so tired they didn't even bother wasting the time to take a shower before going straight to bed. And here, guys, is where I'm going to end What If Naruto Was an Uchiha Part 11. Before you go, remember to follow my Instagram at NemogsYT to participate in future polls and to ask me personalized questions about the fanfiction. If y'all have any general questions or suggestions, post them down below in the comment section, and I will try to get back to you ASAP. Hope you guys enjoyed this extra long video. The next part will be coming next week. Stay tuned, and until next time, see ya!